when it comes to kind of DAOs, DePIN, but also intersection with network states, how all of this could fit together. Like he's very also knowledgeable of the Ethereum ecosystem and things which are happening there, and he will share us his view on building local resilience and autonomy, and very much looking forward to your presentation.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for the introduction. I'm just going to dive right into it. I'm going to briefly talk about like what do we mean by local resilience and autonomy, then like why is this important, where do we start with building local resilience and autonomy, and where do DAOs and DePIN fit in. So what is local resilience and autonomy? When we talk about resilience, what we mean is like the ability for a community to withstand shocks and stresses. Those can take various forms: natural disasters, economic disruptions, AI acceleration. Local resilient communities can withstand these shocks. And I would even go one step beyond that and talk about antifragility. Antifragility is where the ability for a community to actually become stronger and be enhanced through those shocks and disruptions. Likewise, autonomy, briefly, we mean communities that can govern themselves locally. They can make decisions about the important things within their community without centralized control and influence. Why is this important? It's important because we're in this age of crisis in multiple different domains. Environmental degradation, biodiversity loss, food nutrient collapse, in almost all domains across the systems that we all depend upon, there's an element of crisis. We refer to this as the polycrisis or the meta-crisis. AI is just one feature in this. AI is accelerating so fast and we really don't know what impact that's going to have. It's already disrupting multiple systems across multiple domains. And the meta-crisis exists in this transition phase where we have this future that we want to see and business as usual. So there's this like crossover point between the existing legacy systems and this new innovation, this new innovative technology. The crossover point is crisis because there's two systems coming into conflict with one another. So if we want to build resilience, where can we start? We need to start by looking at what are our basic needs. Like we're starting like with our physiological needs, our food, water, energy, and shelter. And how can DAOs help? So we've built VDAO as a way of kind of bringing community together around building local resilience. So our community focuses on raising awareness about the importance of resilience and anti-fragility, building a culture and a community around this, and establishing permanent local hubs around the world. And underpinning all this, we're crypto natives, and we're experimenting with tokens and incentives to kind of promote resilience. What this all amounts to is we're facilitating the emergence of anti-fragile network states. If you think back to that meta-crisis with the emergence of new systems and the collapse of old systems, what we believe will come out of this next phase is anti-fragile network states. This is the next evolution of local resilient communities. What are anti-fragile network states? These are an interconnected network of autonomous communities. There's already very established experiments in this area around the world. I know Switzerland being one of them, which we're going to hear more about in a while. And these pop-ups are like creating sandboxes to experiment with these new systems. And with VDAO, what we're interested in is like, okay, these network states are coming out, but how do we make sure the infrastructure that they're built around is actually resilient? So resilient food systems, resilient water systems, and resilient energy systems as a foundation, basic foundation. And what I would say is, like, this isn't about being like full doomer or prepper about this. These are places of like luxury, high tech, and health in times of stability. But in times of instability, they can withstand shocks and disruption. And where does DePIN fit in? So one concrete example that we've been experimenting with in VDAO is called Net Positive. This is a solar currency. It's designed to reward local solar energy production. It uses zk-TLS, so it doesn't require any hardware at all. It issues 1 token reward for every kilowatt hour of solar energy generated, and it's capped at 25 kilowatts. If your system is bigger than 25 kilowatts, your rewards drop off. So it's really focused on local solar energy producers, getting them rewards for generating solar energy. Our prototype is already live, and people within our community are already generating rewards. And what they can do with these rewards is connect with businesses and exchange their tokens for goods and services that are of interest to them. So on the front end of this, it's just like a loyalty platform. But on the back end, it's a decentralized public physical infrastructure network using zk-TLS and leveraging EigenLayer to verify and validate that solar has been produced whilst not compromising privacy in any way. So we don't know how much energy, we don't know like what they're doing with their energy. It's fully private, but they're getting rewarded for becoming more resilient when it comes to energy. And yeah, they can use these solar rewards for travel, fitness, home improvements, and more. Anyone who's been in New York might be familiar with the Built Rewards program, which is really popular for renters in New York City. It's massive. We're applying that same principle to local energy sovereignty, rewarding people for becoming energy resilient. Final point, what we're trying to do with VDAO is create islands of coherence and islands of resilience, and we believe that these small islands of resilience and coherence have the capacity to shift the entire system. Thank you.